This is Mike Sylvia here with New Bedford Guy. We're here at the Buttonwood Park, checking out the basketball scene, but we're also here to talk about a program called A's Before J's. So I got a chance to be a guest judge for a program that's really good in our schools. So I'm here with Manny Debrito. He's one of the co-founders of A's Before J's. So why don't you tell us what the program is generally?
Hey, so A's Before J's, we're a social impact company, and what we do is our apparel that we sell has our logo on it, and our apparel is sending the messages: academics before jump shots, academics before Jordans. And then what we do is the apparel is sold with the socially conscious message. We take a part of the proceeds and then we give it back and we reward kids for academic excellence.
How did you come up with the idea?
I've been coaching and mentoring in New Bedford for about 10 years. So my friend Frankie, my partner, my co-founder, came up with an idea like, hey, why don't you make some t-shirts? It's good marketing for your training. I'm always getting report cards and stuff for my kids, so we were looking for a slogan. And A's Before J's was kind of born out of that. And then we just kind of developed it from there. I wanted to do more. I just didn't want to sell t-shirts and stuff like that. So I thought we could parlay that into something where we're actually giving back to the kids and rewarding them. I mean, they should be rewarded for, doing well in school. So, I know that was an incentive for my kids that I coached, and my son Avery, who was always a basketball player. So I thought it would be something that the community would get behind.
Don't have a website yet right now. It's a Facebook page. You can also email Manny if you want to get involved. So you need sponsors kind of take care of the program.
So basically what we do, like for instance, Bishop Stang last year for the basketball, we outfitted the team, and then with the Stang design with A's Before J's, we sold it to other students and faculty and parents, and we raised money for the basketball team, and we gave a $1,000 scholarship to Stang. What's been happening lately though is people have just been doing private donations, business donations. So I'll hear of kids, people will nominate kids that maybe come from tough circumstances but still do well in school, and we'll be able to give them gift cards or whatever to kind of congratulate them on doing well. I have a few kids that are just A's Before J's kids but aren't involved. I'm not involved with any of the organizations that they're part of, not yet anyway.
Kids get rewards for doing good academically. So how does the reward program work for kids?
So like how I initially started, I'd get report cards, and whatever parents or whatever group we sold the apparel to, I'd set aside a pool of money from that design or that group. I'd get report cards, or say a teacher or principal or coach would nominate a kid from the team that obviously is doing what they're supposed to be doing in school, and then depending on how much we raise, we give out gift cards from there. Like I said, Stang, we were able to sell quite a bit, so there was a $1,000 scholarship that we raised. Usually I give out $50 gift cards, kind of split it up that way so we can give more gift cards to more kids.
I saw on your Facebook, your last post, you gave, I think, a $100 gift card to one of the kids.
Well, that young man, his name is Jaden Taylor. He had seen the message on the shirt. I didn't know who he was, and he was a kid who wants to be a doctor, and he was getting bullied for getting good grades. So he mentioned it at his church, I believe. Someone heard his story and told me. Last year, we were able to raise $200. I surprised him with a $150 gift card and a sweatshirt, A's Before J's sweatshirt. I'm actually training him in basketball now. I saw that those sneakers were kind of beat up. School was starting, so through a pool of funds that I had from donors, I was able to give him another $100 gift card to buy sneakers for school this year, and then we'll keep following him throughout his high school career.
It's a pretty young company, right? So just two of you?
Yes. So we started about a year ago. We started last July, and we sold over 600 shirts last year, just basically off just word of mouth, just grassroots, me reaching out to people. But it's starting to take off. We've already doubled that just in August alone. We were able to take part in the E4All business entrepreneurship cohort, kind of had like an advanced business course. And I mean, the stuff we learned from there and the networking, like you said, you were a judge, and that's how we met. It was just an amazing experience. It still is. We're matched up with some mentors, some successful business people that kind of really helped us turn this into a viable business. I mean, we started, again, it was just an idea. We just started doing it. We didn't know this was how everything was going to end up, and future's bright. You know, we're working with a lot of schools in the area. Now we're working on starting an after-school program where we can take some of those same principles where we're mentoring and getting kids, you know, tutors and just someone who cares, just someone to ask them how their day was, stuff like that, some basic life skills, and then maybe do some basketball or art or music, whatever it may be. You know, these kids just need mentors. They need options, and I think it's just a natural fit for the A's Before J's concept. With the apparel, it kind of goes hand in hand with an after-school program.
I think that part of the E4All thing was about social impact.
Yes.
So we're going to put you back on that spot like they did, all the judges did. So why? Tell me your social impact.
We're impacting the community. We're impacting kids. You know, my son, I remember he was a student at a middle school in the city, and he got good grades, and he was an athlete, so I didn't think he'd have any issues, but he was like, you know, he'd bring his report card home, but he'd be down, and he'd say, you know, it's not cool to get good grades. And that really bothered me because, you know, not only was he an athlete, but he also was a great student. So we just kind of thought this was a cool way to help, you know, spread that message of academic importance, helping the kids and their parents, because a lot of parents don't have a way to portray that or to bring that, you know, to the table, tell their kids how important the academic piece is. You know, it's kind of hard, so we're hoping that we're helping facilitate that to the community.
And that's why I thought was important when you see people trying to start up a business in New Bedford and do something that has a real impact on the kids, because New Bedford, I mean, let's face it, a lot of the kids will see hip-hop.
Yes.
And we put up a recent good positive hip-hop message, but they'll see hip-hop, basketball as something to put a priority on, but you guys are focused on academics first.
So, I mean, you know, I'm not here to crush anybody's dreams or anything like that, but even if you want to be an NBA player or a rapper or whatever, you need to be good in school. You know, as a rapper, you need to have a vocabulary. You know, you need to, you know, have topics you can talk about. You can't rap about the same things over and over again. You have to be diverse. As an athlete, you're the face of a college if you get a scholarship. But fact of the matter is, there's a lot more academic scholarships out there. Sports isn't the only way out. You know, I grew up in New Bedford in the West End, tough area, and most of my friends got college degrees, and we're talking about BC, Bentley, Harvard. And these guys are really, really intelligent, and they were great athletes as well. So you need that other piece. So that's what we're pushing, and parents need to know that there are other ways out. You don't have to only be an athlete. I think a lot of these kids feel like, you know, people are waiting for them to fail, and not enough people telling them that they can succeed. So we're, you know, try to just plant that seed, you know, to just put in the effort, match the effort that you're doing athletically or in extracurricular, and homework and academics and paying attention. I mean, you need those things. You know, you need to you know, function in the classroom. That's how your coaches learn how to trust you. You know, they can trust you in the classroom and do things when nobody's watching. You know, that says a lot about someone's character.
So Bobby Fonzica, I guess you might know him. Good job, Manny. What's up with the sweats this winter?
Bobby's a great supporter. I coached his son, and you know, he'll tell you that this is how I coach my team as well. So I'm not just here trying to sell shirts. Trying to give back. You know, it's things I've learned talking to parents over the years, working with kids over the years, the needs that I see my kids have at Mount Carmel. In New Bedford is just a microcosm of, you know, the needs of the country, of the world, really. You know what I mean? Like, we need mentors, we need people to, you know, stand up for the kids and stand up for New Bedford. I love it. You know, it's a great place, great city. Like I said, I grew up here, and, you know, kids need people like us coming back, and they need more people to help, you know, tutor, mentor, all of these things, coaches, and for people to be in it for the right reasons.
So who can help out get you, like, so who is kind of like your customers that would buy shirts and help get the kids this kind of rewards?
So, you know, any organization, any school, so if you're a teacher, a principal, a coach, if you run a league, if you know someone that does, or if you just like the idea and you want to, you know, reach out and say, hey, I want to wear a shirt. Who knows? A kid could see you wearing it. Or, you know, maybe you know a church group that is looking for, you know, mentors or other pieces, and, you know, put them in touch with me. You know, that's the thing what we're doing now, is trying to work with a lot of local organizations and groups that are serving kids. There's no reason why we can't all link up and do our part to help. There are tons of kids out there that need our help, so they can definitely reach out to me. If you have a team or anything like that, we do other designs. It doesn't necessarily have to be A's before J's, or our baseball design is it starts at home. We could do anything and then kind of tailor the program exactly the same way the A's and reward kids that way.
So your website is coming soon. Right now you got a Facebook, so I have the link in there.
Thank you.
And the email for Manny is there as well. And if you go to the contact section, his phone number is there.
Yes, my phone number is there. We're on Instagram as well. A's Before J's is on Instagram. We need Snapchat. I think that's the next move. I know all the kids are on there, so we'll be doing some things on Snapchat as well. But right now, email, phone, or Facebook is probably the best way to reach me.
So this year, you said 600 shirts
last year.
Last year. What do you think this year?
We're already at 1,200, and we're still growing. We have a couple of schools that we're working with. That a couple of orders are coming in soon, and through all the stuff that I've learned at E4All, and I'm just really motivated to keep going and see what we can do. Hoping that we'll have the pilot program for after school up and running, and then by year end, hoping to be national. Have our website up and to be national. I mean, like I said, New Bedford is just a microcosm of the United States. I'm sure there are plenty of cities and towns with the same problems that we have. Can't hide from it.
So Angie Tavares says, send me your info. I'm currently teaching at Polanski School, 5th grade. So Angie, he'll go on there later on and send you a message. But
definitely.
Yeah, anyone out there, if you know a teacher, someone, a principal, someone who's the head of the athletic program,
definitely
have them contact Manny, get in touch, see what we can do.
Yeah, definitely. Share the video, share the posts. If you don't have a need, maybe there's someone in your contact list that does. I mean, there's plenty of us, and again, we hear a lot of the negative stuff, and this is my son Theo. We hear about a lot of the negative stuff in New Bedford, but 90% of the people here are great people. We hear about the 10%, and it's really our city, and it's what we make of it. So just by putting the video out there, who knows what your connections are, who's going to see it. And one thing I have learned through that business course is networking is everything. I got a chance to meet Mike. I have a chance to be here in front of the video, talking to everybody out there. So even if you can't afford to buy a shirt, or you don't have anyone right now that you think, again, share it, like it, put it out there as much as possible. We definitely would appreciate that.
Yeah, and go like the page. I got the link at the bottom. Like the page so you can see some of the most recent posts is a kid getting a gift card showing the reward for doing good academically. So follow their story. The link is on there. So anything you want to end with? Or?
No, my partner Frank Barrows, he couldn't be here. Frankie's a big part of it. He's worked with a lot of youth organizations in the area. So a big thank you to him. My wife Athena, really supportive. My family is great. My brother Mark is the head football coach at New Bedford High School. So he's involved with kids. And it's all about us coming together as a community and giving back. So I'm really proud to be in a position to do this for the community and for the kids. It's something I'm really, really serious about, and I love doing. It's a passion of mine, and I love New Bedford and the people in it.
Yep, and we love doing stuff like this for people like Manny. We're going to continue this. We'll see Manny in a few months, see where he's at, and
Definitely.
we'll follow up, all right?
Definitely. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.